In some of our catechism classes this week, we are considering the end of Solomon's life. Boy, for the wisest man in the world, Solomon surely did some foolish things. Maybe chief among them was having a harem of 1,000 women. 700 royal wives and 300 concubines who were wives but also halfway slaves. And you might wonder, why in the world did he do that? You might suspect some sexual perversion there, and maybe there was. But chiefly, all of these marriages were in an effort for Solomon to cement alliances with the surrounding nations. See, when he married Pharaoh's daughter, he no longer expected any conflict with Egypt. When he married the princesses in Moab and Ammon, he no longer expected any conflict with them because he was married into the royal houses there. That made good human sense, but no sense to a holy God who's commanded a one-man, one-woman relationship in marriage. And that's something we ought to celebrate. If you happen to be blessed with a single spouse, for the blessing of companionship and sexual satisfaction and maybe probably children, hopefully you know how blessed you are. Besides the fact that this was the way that Solomon left a really bad example for his sons. His first one, the heir to the throne, was named Rehoboam. Rehoboam was so foolish, so selfish, so sinful that he lost 10 of the 12 tribes for David's dynasty. Now, being that we also are foolish and selfish and sinful, it ought to amaze us that this was still all the way that God arranged for those Judean kings to have kids who would have kids who would have kids who would have kids who would have Jesus. That Holy One, Jesus, had a sinful, foolish, selfish line of people behind him whom he came to rescue along with us. And he's made us a part of his own family line by baptism. Have a great week. Follow Christ's example rather than Solomon. Most of all, trust in Jesus.